Hello everyone, I'm Steve Anderson, volunteer docent at Thurber House, here to answer the Thurber House 13 questions to help you get to know your volunteers a little better. Number 1, what is your favorite word? I like the word mellifluous. Say it with me, mellifluous. Number 2, what is your least favorite word? I don't like the cliche, drank the Kool-Aid. Don't use it. Number 3, what would you say is your best quality? I have a knack for relating book learning to real life. What we read in great books always has something to do with everyday life. Number 4, what would you say is your worst quality? Well, I'm supposed to keep this to 3.5 minutes, and frankly, we don't have enough time. But trust me, they're there. Number 5, what sound do you love? I love the sound of the spoon cracking the caramelized glaze on creme brulee. How appetizing. What smell do you hate? I hate the smell of freshly laid blacktop. What is your profession? I'm an insurance agent. And in an alternative universe, what profession should you have pursued? You know, I should have stayed where I started as a high school Latin teacher, just like Mr. Chips in James Hilton's classic. Who is your favorite fictional hero? I like Nettie Merrill from John Cheever's classic short story, The Swimmer. Who is your favorite fictional villainess? Lady Macbeth, come on down. Are you a Thurber fan? Of course I am. That's why I'm here. If so, what is your favorite Thurber story? I keep going back to one called If Grant Had Been Drinking at Appomattox. On the morning of the surrender, General Grant wakes up so hungover that he doesn't remember that the Union has won the war. So he gives his sword of surrender to an astonished General Lee. What is your Walter Mittyist fantasy? Believe me, there's a lot of those. But the one I keep going back to is that I am a star wide receiver or defensive back for, rise please, the Green Bay Packers. Finally, if heaven exists, what would you like to hear God say to you when you arrive at the pearly gates? I would like to hear God say, Steve, your Grandpa Anderson is ready to see you. Grandpa Anderson came from Sweden when he was only 18 years old. He built his life here in America, but he died 5 years before I was born, so I never got to meet him. But someday, I certainly hope I can. Well, that's a little more about Steve Anderson from Thurber House. Everybody, please stay safe out there.